Good evening. My name is Anquinette Bell. This is my persuasive speech for Public Speaking 205 online class. My discussion that I'm going to be talking about today is the importance of voting, and I'm also going to tell you the qualifications to vote, the documentation that you will need, and give you our current United States senators and representatives. Now I'm just going to scan around so you can see my audience. Alrighty, so to get started, have you ever wondered why we vote? What the importance of voting is? Voting, according to Wikipedia, is defined as a method for a group such as meeting or an election to make a collective decision or express an opinion, usually following discussions, debates, or electoral campaigns. Voting is a very important part of our democracy as well as other democracies. Citizens vote for leaders to represent them and their ideas. So it is very important that we vote. The way that government works is we elect an official that has the same viewpoints as us, and when we do so, that representative goes to Congress or whatever the case may be, whether it be state, federal, or across the country. They actually go and represent us based on what ideas we have as a community. Now, our government is what we call a democratic republic, meaning that government power is derived from our people. Our government is elected by citizens, and a citizen is someone who is legal to vote and who was actually born here or went through the process to become a citizen. And the way that it works for us voting is citizens vote for their government officials, and these officials represent the concerns and ideas of their citizens. So now we're going to discuss the qualifications to vote, like the documentation that you will need to vote. The first qualification is you have to be 18 years or older, of course. That's the legal age for most things. The second thing is you have to be a United States citizen, or you have to go through the procedure to obtain citizenship. Then you must register to vote, and you can do that by either online, email, fax, or you can register at your local DMV. And that is according to localgovernment.com and also southcarolinavotes.southcarolina.gov. In order to be able to register to vote, you have to have the required documentation, meaning that you have to have a state-issued ID or driver's license, as well as your voter registration card, including a photo, because the new ones are coming out with your picture on them. You also can use a U.S. passport if you don't have a driver's license or ID. It just has to have something with your picture. If you are in the military, they do accept federal military IDs as well. Now, once we do vote, whether it be in the primary or in the presidential election, South Carolina voter booths are up from 7 in the morning to 7 at night. And there are two different elections that take place. Primary, majority of the time, are when we elect an official, say a senator or a representative. And during a primary election, our registered voters elect a candidate to represent that party, whether it be Democrat or Republican. We select a Democrat or Republican. So here are our current South Carolina officials. Our governor since 2017 is Henry McMaster. Then we also have two senators. Senator Lindsey Graham, who started January 7th of 2013, and he's up for re-election next year, 2020. Then we also have Tim Scott, He has been elected since January 3rd, 2013, and his next election date will be 2020. We have 7 representatives that are broken up into districts. The first district is Joe Cunningham. He's a Democrat, and he has been elected since January 3rd of this year, with his term ending on January 3rd, 2021. The second district is Joe Wilson, which he's a Republican. He was elected December 18th, 2001, and his term ends January 3rd, 2021. In our third district, his name is Jeff Duncan. He's a Republican. He was elected on January 5th, 2011, and his term is going to end on January 3rd, 2021. In the fourth district, we have William Timmons. He's a Republican as well. And he was elected January 3rd of this year, with his term ending in 2 years. The 5th district, we have elected Ralph Norman Jr. He's a Republican, and he's been elected since June 26th of 2017, with his term ending January 3rd, 2021. In the 6th district, most people know him because he's very famous. We have James Jim Clyburn. And he is only our second Democrat, because we only have 2 Democrats that are in the House of Representatives. He was elected on January 5th, 1993, and he's the longest running current representative, with his next term ending on January 3rd, 2021. And our last representative that we have is Tom Rice, and he's a Republican, elected January 3rd, 2013, with 2021, of course, being the big year. So I would urge everyone to go in and vote. Thank you, and have a good evening.